been at this for hours. You can do this, all right? You ready?
Yeah.
Yo, Kita, what's your question? Come on.
Bird, do you want to bond with me?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to bond with me?
You know I do. Kita, what's your question?
Baby, can we bond right now? Yes.
Wait.
What?
Who told you to change the lyric? See, that's why we can't do it.
Come
I ain't doing it. Forget it.
Babe, no, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
I'm out.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Bonding with Bird. I'm Makita.
I'm Bird. Anyway.
Really?
Felt like that, man. You know, it's a catchy tune.
Hey, Bonnie.
What's up, Bonnie?
Listen, before we get started, you have to, if it's your first time here, you have to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay?
And if it's your 10th time here
Martha.
and you haven't done that already, you gotta like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know,
Don't y'all want us to become famous and rich? We want to be famous and rich so we can loan you some money.
Well, we're in a hotel, but you know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. We got
difference.
a special prize for the person or persons who can guess where we are. Okay.
What is it?
But
what is the special surprise?
Who knows? Who knows? But it's special and it's a surprise.
Do you like my shirt?
Do
you like my shirt?
Yeah.
Be you. They'll adjust.
Wow. I don't think any of us would have known what that said.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get right into our hot topics.
Yes.
Okay. Sizzling. All right. So ex-NBA star Michael Beasley cries after revealing mom and others stole from him. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first time this has happened, but give a listen to what Michael had to say during this interview.
My own mother stole. Remember, RP, but my own mother stole from me. You feel me? Like I had to wake up one day in the league, one day in the summertime, and find out everybody was stealing from me down. Everybody from my financial advisor, from my mom, to everybody in my fucking family, to everybody was. You dig what I'm saying? To the point where
getting the cut.
To the point where I was faced with two evils. It's like, okay, do I let this shit go on and not tell them because this is my family, or do I cut them off and don't have no family?
What was your decision?
At first, I tried to explain to them, but you can't explain $1 million problems to somebody ain't never seen $10 before.
Yo,
you can't explain $1 million problems to somebody who ain't never had $10 before.
I can't believe his financial advisor and his own mother stole from him. Like, do you know how disheartening that is? Like, that you find out that your mother stole from you?
Did you ever see a ESPN special called 30-30 Broke?
No.
Broke. Okay, well, you know, we'll have to sit down and watch it. But in that, it was based on a Sports Illustrated article, 2009 Sports Illustrated article, and it said the article said that 60% of former NBA players are broke within 5 years of retirement. Okay.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
By the time they've been retired for 2 years, 78% of former NFL players have gone bankrupt or under financial stress, sucked into bad investments, stalked by freeloaders, saddled with medical problems, and naturally prone to showing off. Many pro athletes get shocked by the harsh economic realities after years of living the high life. And so, you know, man, this is not.
Well, that
no,
happens.
Martha, we're not giving you any clues. Okay, you can forget that. You know,
I was waiting for you to say that. No.
Anyway.
But yeah, like, I mean, that goes with basketball players and NFL players because the majority of them grow up without money. Do you know what I'm saying? So they don't even know how to spend their money. And then they get a financial advisor that is low-key stealing from you. That's crazy.
That's how it can happen, you know. So
wow.
So what's the answer?
Trust nobody.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay.
Well, okay. Oh, you say Vegas? No. Okay, so Netflix is charging.
Thank you, Queen.
They're doing a trial, but they are going to pay, you're going to have to pay an extra fee to share your passcode. So, yeah, no more lending your passcode to anybody. They're actually there's the first rollout is supposed to be Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru, which are poor countries, but that's crazy. They're starting it at $2.99.
Is that why?
No.
Is that why Netflix is starting there? You know, to see if they get mad on. Ay caramba!
No,
I want to share the password, man.
No, but they already went up in their price, didn't they? And
yeah,
then now they're charging
they just let me
$2.99?
know they're like $19.99. You know, that's the average cost of Netflix per month. You know, but see, one of the things that I think Netflix hasn't taken into consideration is that, you know, sometimes you can price yourself right out of a contract with somebody because, listen, there's so many streaming services now.
I know.
You know,
maybe we should all
boycott. And we ain't got enough time to watch it anyway, all that content. But guess what? You know what? I tell you what, folks. Here's the same. I suggest the same thing for Netflix that I suggest for gasoline. Okay, you stop buying it. That's when they recognize, oh, you know what? We better straighten out our stuff because
hey, Judy.
Because Joe Biden said this week that the price of oil is going down. Why is the price of gas going up? Tinking Tuesday? Maybe. We'll find out later on, won't we?
All right. So this is your buddy.
Okay.
Well,
so
my buddy too.
Well, you know, we like him. We like him. You know, no matter what he's going through. You know, he's kind of looking out for his brother and stuff like that. But Chris Cuomo wants $125 million from CNN for firing him. Now, what was Chris making a year? Do you have any idea?
No, but I know his whole contract was $125 million.
His whole contract?
Yeah.
$125 million for what? Like 2,000 years? What?
No, like I don't know, for like 10 years or something like that.
It's a pretty hefty sum. That's
right.
A pretty hefty sum.
But why is he suing them?
You know, well, he said it not only includes the remaining salary owed under his agreement, but future wages lost as a result of CNN's efforts to destroy his reputation in violation of the agreement. He says he was wrongly fired and insists that he did not cross any journalistic ethics lines to help his brother out of the PR nightmare that he was in. You know, Chris, what can I tell you? You know, I know what it's like.
But
to lose a job.
You should go on strike.
Yeah, I should sue $425 million. You know, I know somebody that might be able to afford that.
You could be a journalist and make $125 million.
Hell, you could be a TV personality and make that.
Wow.
That may be two different things. Okay, but anyway.
Okay, y'all know who? Oh wait, hold on. Crystal Sykes. Same thing with these cable companies. Yep.
If we drop them, the price right. You know, how much are we supposed to pay for TV? My God. You know, Chris, you know this. We came up during the 50s and 60s and stuff when TV was free.
Well, also, when was the last time that you watched anything really on Netflix? You got Peacock, you got TLC, you got OWN, right? Yeah. Like you got all these different streaming services.
Oh yeah. And you know, not to mention Amazon.
That too.
Okay.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime is you know, and you know, so you got a lot of streaming services. Fubu, Tubi, or not Tubi. Now look, I'm going Fubu because they're for us buyers. You know.
Okay, y'all know Bill Murray, right? Maury. Okay.
Murray?
No. That guy. So he's catching me for
Bill Murray.
Okay,
you can tell how young she is.
So this is what he said. He said, we just went out with our friend to walk the dog, right? And you're wearing a mask. Everyone's wearing a mask. But the dog is the only one who's completely alive. The rest of us are afraid to die and afraid to kill. Where are we afraid to kill? Okay. And so we're masked up. We're injected and so forth. And it's most challenging.
It's the most challenging
time of our life. Well, the cycle of our life. But
listen, I
the dogs, like, they can't be masked up, right? Nobody, like, it's a scientific thing. Like, we're all supposed to be masked up.
Well, Bill has been labeled as an old, out of touch white man. Okay, after lamenting the fact about wearing masks during the pandemic and stuff like that. I don't necessarily think, given Bill Murray's history, that he is, making light of wearing masks during the pandemic, or he's not pro-mask, or whatever the case may be. I believe that he's just trying to say that, this is where we are as a world. It's crazy,
right?
That the dogs are walking around, without a mask, because they're like,
look at your face.
They don't know it. They don't know any better. You understand? But people are like, I got to have a mask on, and we're separated from each other and all that kind of stuff. He probably just didn't express it right. I dig Bill Murray. You know what I'm saying? This kind of thing, man. That's what's going on.
They just got rid of masks, Judy said, in Ontario.
They just got rid of masks in Ontario?
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, my understanding is that, that a lot of places are ending their mask mandates as of April 18th. But we'll talk more about that later, okay? Here. 10 JetBlue, American Airlines, and Southwest pilots, 10 of them, are suing the CDC over the federal mask mandate. Okay. The pilots have said that it encourages unruly behavior and impairs the pilot's health. Okay. So, we can't breathe. That's so dumb. It makes me mad. Thank you, Charles. Yeah, because, it's like what but a good stiff drink now, don't worry about that impairing my ability to fly, you know what I'm saying? But I was telling you the other day, wait a minute, once they go into the cockpit, right? You guys have seen it. You've been on planes,
it's only 2 pilots.
Right? It's only 2 pilots. Once they go into the cockpit, they lock the door, right? Because, you don't want a repeat of 9/11.
That part.
Okay. And they're in there by themselves. If you feel like it, take off your mask, open up the window, get some fresh air, get sucked out of the plane. I don't know, but it seems
get some fresh air. You're stuck in
listen, right. What's next? Hey, I'm a pilot, I'm claustrophobic, I can't stand to be locked in here.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't think they're gonna win.
But anyway, but I will admit that last year, 2021, was a record year for incidents on planes.
Facts.
And they say that 75% of those incidents involved mask mandates, and I'm like, why should it be like that? Like pilots, don't blame the CDC. Okay.
Right.
They're trying
customers.
They're trying to keep you alive. You understand? Blame the passengers who are going off.
Yep.
Okay. Because they don't agree to the CDC regulations.
Right.
That's just the way it is. Listen, if I tell you that unless you put a seatbelt on, you can't ride in this plane, you buckle your seatbelt, don't you?
Right.
Well, hey, if I tell you that you got to have a mask on, except in an instance where it is medically right,
or drinking.
Damn
sorry.
or it's medically impeding your health, okay?
Right.
Then you got to adhere to the rules. Come on, man. Let's grow up, shall we?
Guess what's coming to an end, y'all?
My patience.
No.
Say something.
Maury.
Interrupt me one more time.
Watch Maury growing up.
Oh,
it's getting canceled after 3 Decades. Oh my God. I used to skip school.
Man, you know, this is the killer though, man.
Just to watch it.
How many future generations will suffer because Maury didn't tell them who their daddy was? You are the father. Oh, you are the father. You are the father. You are the father. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, you know, I love animals, right? So
yes, we do.
We heard that a dog was abandoned by its owner and taken back to the shelter because the owners thought he was gay. Gay, y'all. So
look, no. Look at it. Look at that dog. Look at that dog. Nothing about that dog says gay. You know why?
He was humping another male hound. That's what they do.
Look at him. He isn't even groomed properly. You know what I'm saying? You know,
he's so freaking cute.
You know,
but
it's a French poodle, maybe.
Fresno's story went up on Facebook, and the 5-year-old pooch has plenty of applications coming in. But like, how do you know that a dog is gay? Seriously.
Yeah.
That is so stupid. Like they hump anything, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
it's just their nature.
And especially when they look at themselves.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Angela. That's so special. But
hey, DW.
You know,
from Ireland.
A couple of fans of the dogs expressed their dismay in this manner. There you go. That's how they felt about that. Okay, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what?
Kanye is back in the news.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a segment that we don't have a chyron for. We don't have what is that thing we put up? You know. Anyway, Joey usually puts something up, but we like to call all things Kanye. Okay.
Pretty much, but okay.
Yay!
Okay, so he was banned from Instagram for 24 hours. He's not going to be performing at the Grammys. Okay, and
okay, now, hold on right there. You're rushing through this. Okay. They said many, including The Game, speculated that it was because Trevor Noah is hosting and read Kanye for filth on a recent show and claimed of censorship and even slave mentality. Listen. Kanye went on to call Trevor a coon, but listen, Trevor Noah is a very intelligent individual, man. I dig Trevor, you know, and Trevor said, I didn't say cancel Kanye. I said counsel Kanye. Okay, there's a difference. Cancel and counsel. All right. And if anybody needs counseling,
it's Kanye.
It's Kanye, you know, and he may need some canceling. Okay. That's what Twitter or whoever barred him for 24 hours or whatever said, you know, gotta cancel you for a minute.
Wait, hold on. Joey says that we're blurry. Are we still blurry?
Oh, so Joey, are we coming through? All right, guys. And this is
okay.
All right. So this is to our audience. Okay. Because we are being broadcast from a secret place and things like and it's as you can tell, it's a hotel room. All right. You know how issues are with hotels and Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. So if we freeze, don't leave. All right.
Don't leave.
We'll be back. Okay. So if we do this, don't worry about it. We'll be back. All right, so I just wanted to let you know. Let's finish talking about all things. Yay! Okay, so yes, he was. What else? Oh, him and DL Hughley, man, like the battle royale. Okay, and you know DL is a smart ass, and if you poke a smart ass, you understand, they go poke back. Okay, So
he had a handful of insults, right?
Right.
So I mean, he went on Twitter saying
he wrote, "This grown ass man picked this outfit out himself. Is he influential or under the influence? Funny thing is, we'll probably end up being friends. I used to defend this Negro back when he had work. Like, nah, he funny. You just gotta watch it 1 trillion more times to get it." Is that what Kanye said? Or is that what DL said?
Well, Joey, anyway, throw up the
yeah. Throw up though, because
throw it back up.
Reading this stuff off this.
Yeah. So the one that was interesting, it was like, Kanye, do you know how horrible you got to be to make a Kardashian date a white man?
I like the one. How dare you talk about the way someone dresses? Look at you. All those people in your head, not one of them got a Macy's card.
Oh, and that one.
He is at it again, huh? Well, at least I wasn't crying on the phone about how big Pete's Peter is. If you want her back, instead of acting up, why don't you try doing some dig ups?
Yeah.
I guess them like push-ups, you know.
So Kanye took really pull it, like, this is really serious, because Kanye's homies ran down on DL Hughley in LA.
And the police were called.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. And he was at a family dinner with his crew, his wife, his mother, and other family members at Nobu in Malibu. But yeah, they caught him in the bathroom.
But wait a second. This rapper right here, Theophilus London, and a crew of Kanye's friends showed up at the restaurant. Now, Joey, can we enlarge that picture of Theophilus London?
I don't even think he looks like he's.
Listen. I don't know. I don't claim to be the baddest mother on the block, but yeah, there you go. If Theophilus London was after me, I'd be like, hated it. No. He said, what did it say? LAMO?
Yeah, this is the London talking. Laughing my ass off. I told him to apologize on camera for doing that dumb shit, that dumb Vlad interview. And his people called security.
Man, it's yeah. Do
you see his hair?
But there's something to be arrested for. But DL, just me to you, man. You know, I love you, brother. You know, I know you, and we all good. We all Gucci. But you know, the long white beard, you're starting to look like Papa Smurf, man. Don't cut it down. You know, you always been DL. You always been cool in the gang. You know what I'm saying? You know, but anyway.
Okay, so now it's time for
Tinking
Tuesday.
Tinking Tuesday. I've been tinking, y'all. I got a tink.
What you thinking about, man?
Yo, man. So, we mentioned earlier to you that as of April 18th, a date that will live in infamy as far as I'm concerned. On April 18th, they're going to lift the mask mandates and everything and going to free up things from COVID, which I applaud if things are irie, okay? Because if you see one more variation come true and everything like that, it means that COVID ain't true. Here's the true, like over, true.
Oh. Go ahead. What's
something wrong with a woman who don't know when you're speaking. But my question is, all of this lifting of the bans and everything like that, do COVID know? Did anybody tell COVID that April 18th is the day they gotta go? And I say they because before me say, hey, Did anybody tell him he gotta go? And somebody said, how you know you're him? And I said, well, did anybody tell COVID she gotta go? And said, how you know it's a her? I said, you know what? I got pronoun trouble here, and I'm gonna correct it. Did anybody tell COVID they gotta go? Them is gotta go. That's all I want to know. Tinky Tuesday.
Are y'all gonna be wearing masks? I just want to ask the audience: are you guys gonna be wearing masks?
3 days after. Wait. What do you want? You want COVID to pay its taxes on April 15th and then be out of town by April 18th? I think you got to give COVID a little more notice than that. Rome Neal, thank you, brother. Yes, I, man, am going to be the co-chair of the National Black Theater Festival this summer in Winston-Salem, North Carolina from August 1st through the 6th. I going to be co-chair with Lisa Arundel. You go look her up, man. She's a fine woman. Not finer than this one, but she a fine woman and a fine actress. And we're going to be having a good time at the National Black Theater Festival this summer. But
that's a smart girl.
But that's if COVID is finished by then.
I'm with you, girls. I'm with y'all.
Thank you, Reverend Leroy, Dr. Reverend Leroy Matthews.
Nope.
You know,
here in Cali, they made it recommend only.
I will still wear my mask. Listen, I gonna wear a mask.
I've been wearing it for 2 years, and honestly, all jokes aside, I haven't had a flu. I haven't had anything except for it really opened my eyes. Like, yo, when you're in certain places, listen, you should wear your mask. You don't know where everybody's been. You don't know if you gotta wash your hands.
Listen, when I'm flying on Air BWB, Bonding with Bird, I make sure to wear my mask the entire time because this boomerhead here won't wear a mask, and I don't know if COVID respect the distance between us. I tell you right now.
I'm getting COVID, you're getting COVID, okay?
Listen, we're not Sonny and Cher. I'm not sharing COVID with you or nobody else. I'm gonna wear this mask for the rest of the show.
No, you're not. Jesus. Well, we have a special guest in the house. You want to introduce him?
No. You introduced him. I introduced last week.
You right, Makita Bond. Yes, I am right.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us today renowned executive, the CEO of Executive Life Diet, ELD. Okay, and I'm gonna have to ask him about the Executive Life Diet because, like, if it's just Employee Life Diet, do they get the same program? And the founder of Plant Nutrient Lifestyle, or PNL. Put your hands together at home and abroad for Dr. Farid Zarif. There you Hercules.
How are you?
Boy, you guys are wonderful. Just wonderful.
Thank you.
I didn't know where y'all was going with the teen thing. I was like,
the teen.
That's brilliant.
But then you heard true. So you know.
Oh, no.
I ain't true by a long shot.
That was pretty great.
So you got the first question. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I tell you what. My question. I'm a type 2. I've been diagnosed type 2 diabetic, and I wanted to know my A1C fluctuates. Okay. What is a good number for your A1C, and how can that be achieved in this processed food crazy world?
Very, very, you have to really pay attention to it because, like, the processed foods, actually the foods are refined. Processed is fine. Processed is like cutting up cabbage to make coleslaw. That's, processed. But refined, that's the dangerous stuff. I suggest, and I think the standard is 5.7 as far as the hemoglobin A1C. So keeping it below 5.7, that's where you want to be. how to keep yourself there is to use nature. The closer you are to nature, the healthier you'll be. So if you're eating a lot of prepared meats or prepared cereals, or, you know, things in the box and cans and all that, they're going to be a little higher in sodium, and they're going to be higher in sugar, and they're going to be higher in oil, or the non-healthy fats. So remember, SOS. It's really important that you know, as far as diabetic, the eating itself is just to eat healthy food like everybody else should be eating, just your healthy meals. Other than that, you know, a diabetic diet is exactly the same meal that you would eat if you didn't have diabetes.
Okay, so I love Anita Baker, and my mom loves her too, but I know that she's a client of yours.
Yeah.
So what was her challenges?
Well, just like,
if you could disclose her,
sure. Well, you know, just like Anita always wanted. Anita used to be nice and slender and just.
That was the Anita I first saw.
I know. Oh my God. I used to also play in a band called Chapter 8 with Anita. And I remember guys used to trip over each other. The sister was just gorgeous. And but one of the things that they didn't know is that she did not want to be bothered about a certain way to eat. You know, she used to get upset with me if I'm like, if we're on the road and I start like, Anita, it's too early to eat that. And she's like, mind your business. This is what I'm going to do. Don't be coming here with that old food police stuff. I'm going to eat what I eat. I said, all right. So she did that, and I didn't continue to like everybody else. I don't want, you don't want to disturb a person's enjoyment for food. I mean, if they ask, I'm good with it, but if not, I just say okay. But the other thing that I want to add into it, along with eating well, is the other two things, and that's the exercise. Some kind of movement. You don't have to be a pro. Just move. If you're walking, a stationary bike, you know, taking a walk in the park and holding hands is still
Hold on. You mentioned, okay, so I have like this thing that, you know, like that's in a doctor's office. It goes like this and it shakes your body up.
Oh yeah, the body vibrator.
Yes. Does that work?
Absolutely. I have one here in the house.
You see? You see? Well, what is 10 minutes? What is 10 minutes equal to?
Oh man, 10 minutes is really great because you don't only just shake up, but it's a artificial way to burn calories. It's also a great way for the digestive system, because I don't care how well you can shake it, you know, you can't do it. It's just because it's going like super fast. So it helps with your the respiratory. So it helps you to breathe, because, you know, any coagulation blocking your trachea, your windpipe. It helps you to break down food in your digestive system. You know, like people usually eat and then sit back with the remote and, you know, it's all over. But the other thing is
you just shake it right into the right places, right?
Yeah, you need to shake it in the right places. That's right. Some of the right places, like in your buns and your thighs and your calves and stuff, it tightens those muscles up, because usually as we grow older or we go bigger, we get less tone in the musculature. So it's a really great instrument.
Okay. So, you know, like there's all these diet programs, right? Like Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Noom, right? That makes you like, there's so many different programs, but do you agree with all the programs, or do you favor one over the other?
Well, the thing that I agree with that they all have in common is a different way to eat other than the standard American diet. But other than that, is just fragmentized so that they can simply monetize. And that's what they do. They monetize. That's why for so many years they used to have different doctors get on shows and argue, and you know, that was entertainment, because the bottom line, if you want to eat something, you're going to eat something. And it's still very, very addictive, especially the SOS. That's the thing that gets us, you know. But the SOS, again, the salt, the oil, and the sugar. So that's in every, I don't care what restaurant, where you go, what food, those 3 ingredients are the main ingredients that will addict us.
Hold on, this is not part of our questionnaire, but do you have a substitute that is really good for that? I mean, for the SOS?
Yeah, I mean, you can actually, if you have this in balance, they usually have an abundance because it's like shelf life. It's like taste, you know, satiation, or it is, if it's not satiety, it's all about the 5 senses. That's what this whole thing, if you think about it, the way it looks, smell, taste, the way it feels, the way it sounds. So they actually use their commercials. Do you know you have some places that have commercials that are they're actually spending $1 million every minute, every 24 hours to push these things. So we're addicted to stuff that we don't even realize that they're pushing that hard. So it's not really like people aren't lazy or, you know, they can't help themselves and all of that. It's these people are working every day to make sure that we're their lifetime customers.
All right, Doc, let's get down to the real questions here. Okay, she coming up with it. I'm coming with the real questions. Chinese or Italian?
Chinese or Italian, neither one. They're, you know, is first, you know, both of them SOS. Chinese is SOS and MSG. And then you have like the that's funny. You have the when it comes to noodles and it comes to all kinds of pasta and all of that stuff, pasta is so rich in starch that you have to eat it early in the day in order for it to be broken down enough not to disturb your sleep at night. You see? So when people are eating spaghetti and stuff late at night and they're eating meat late at night, the body can't rest correctly. So they have parasomnia, which means it's a short window of sleep, but you wake up and you're afraid because it's usually ominous and very fear-ridden. So, you know, like people get up and they're scared because they were falling from a building or getting hit by a car or somebody was burying them alive, those kinds of
my gosh.
things.
So you wake up.
Do me a favor, cancel that pizza. Thank you. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Fruits or vegetables? Which one?
Fruits or vegetables? Fruits are for the morning, or if you look at, I founded the Rhythm Diet. We just changed it to Executive Life Diet because we had a big meeting with some big people that want to invest in our company, and that was one of the first things they wanted to do in order to move forward. Well, we didn't end up working with these people, and I kept the Rhythm Diet. Rhythm Diet means you eat according to your circadian rhythm. Right now, people eat with no rhyme or reason. Anytime, no matter what time it is, they might want steak in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. in the morning. They might want pizza the first thing in the morning. It doesn't matter. But what happens, the leading cause of death is still what? Myocardial infarction, which is heart disease.
Heart attack. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see, you got all kinds of heart diseases, and then diabetes. You got atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries, you know, on, and they all have been leading for the last 80 to 100 years, still in the same spot.
Wow. Okay. All right. Vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian.
I would choose P&L. P&L is a plant nutrient lifestyle. Now, the plant nutrient lifestyle is one that's probably the least known, but this is one that I've discovered years ago with it doesn't include, like, vegan is really a animals cruelty awareness. You know, so people don't hurt animals and so forth, and they also don't eat the animals. But P&L is different because this is the only lifestyle that eats according to our nature. What does that mean? Whatever the brain and the heart is doing should be matched up with what you're putting in your body. That's why so many people die in their sleep or have sudden, like cardiac ischemia, like the ischemia is like, silent ischemia. You may have heard of that, especially black men get that the most. And then you have other things you hear like, yeah, I heard Roger died in his sleep. Well, these, because people are taking all of this energy to bed with them. And they may have sex before they go to sleep, but you're going to burn up just a couple of, calories there. You need to do some real work, and that helps to digest the food. Other than that, there's so much blood rushing to your brain, and the speed of the heart is deleterious. It's not healthy at all.
Wow. Okay. So beef or pork?
Apparently neither.
I don't, yeah, you already got it.
I heard pork was the white meat.
The white,
the other
pork.
white meat.
Yeah.
Like there's chicken, chicken in their pork.
Is that not true?
That's not true. No.
Oh.
See, even the when they talk about the most protein that you would get out of like chicken and beef and turkey and so forth, they all point to the steer, because they say that they got this big lie that's been going out. They started it in 1940, and that's that meat or stock has protein in it, and it's the best source. But if you look at the studies, you will find so many guys, especially the guys that make money off their huge bodies, and all that muscle and stuff. They compete with it. A lot of them have all kinds of problems with their kidneys. Why? Because they take 300, 400, 500 grams of protein a day because they believe that it's going to make them bigger. And the truth is, what makes you bigger is eating all day. That's what makes you bigger. Now, what they end up with is excess protein yields ammonia, and ammonia kills our cells.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, it's been nice talking to you.
No. Last question. White wine or red wine?
Vegan wine now is very popular because
vegan wine.
Yes, vegan wine, because wine, for those people that don't eat animals, they do things, they use animals to give you the wine that you get. Like chitin, for instance. Chitin is like shrimps, and it's seafood that they use for what is called fining the wine. And fining the wine is the texture of it, the smoothness of it, the sweetness, the saturation of the grapes and the fermentation process. Whereas when you don't do that, another thing is sulfites. Sulfites, you probably heard of that. The sulfites is.
I'm allergic to wine, but I still drink it.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that lady takes risks.
Listen, I went to Argentina and there were no sulfites in it, and my nose itches, and that's how I know that I'm allergic to it. But my nose did not itch in Argentina. So,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some now. What was that?
No. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
The thing about the wine is just really drinking. If you're drinking a couple of glasses a day, you're going to be okay. It's just people that go 3 and more that can become addictive and very, harmful.
What about this stuff here? What about
water?
This? What about the
water?
Actually, it's vodka, but no. I'm just kidding. No, it's water. What about water? Alkaline water versus I don't know.
Faucet water.
Spring water.
The biggest danger about water is hydronatremia. And hydronatremia is just excess water. It's just been intoxicated with water. And as most things that come out, the thing that hurts us most is when people go to the extreme. Not to have a couple of bites of chocolate. They got to have the whole box of chocolate. They can't have 2 slices of toast. They got to have 6 slices of toast. So it's the extreme that gets that. Water is water is one of the most important things that we can ingest. So like if you have, it's only up to 3 minutes without air. I mean, like some people can't go that long, but like I would say, let me see, let's say, what is it? Yeah, about 3 minutes. And then when it comes to water, you can't go but 3 days. And then you can 30 days before you can go without food. So these are things that our body needs. Water is the most wonderful neutralizer and balancer that we can eat or drink. You know, I say eat because, you know, it can also eat in ice form, but that is so important to have the water. Now, as far as the alkaline water and all that, the tricky here, again, remember monetization. Alkaline water, all drinking water or all fresh water on the planet is all alkaline water, period. There's nobody eats acid water. Nobody drinks acid water, but they monetize it. Now, the other thing is that most people, they alkalize the water. Alkalize is a process. They take water from its original state and they make it more alkaline because they have this belief that whenever you eat acidic food, your whole body is going to be acidic and that's going to make you sick. But that's not the way the human body works at all. The human body is filled with wonderful organs that make sure that the body's food is converted to the pH level that is most conducive for digestion.
So just drink faucet water.
Faucet water, if you have faucet water, if you have a Mavita, which is a nice portable filtration set, you know, right on top of your sink. There's another one called Zero. You can use that and then you can test the water for, you know, like solids. Then you have water softeners and reverse osmosis. All of those work, but not straight from the water because the water isn't that bad. We really do an excellent job as far as the microbiologists, how they clean the water, except when it travels through the pipes, it may pick up other things that'll be detrimental to the body. So getting your own filter, yeah, and they're not expensive. I'm just talking about something $39.95, you know, to put up there and get a couple of filters. And it really, oh man, I have way more confidence drinking the water that I filter than to have the water that's in plastic bottles.
Khadijah said, not in Flint.
Oh yeah,
not in a lot of places.
Right.
Yeah, the reason Flint is still going on because they have, whenever you see the stuff and they didn't do anything about this, means that monetization is higher than any other act they can take on it. So they're still making big money there. Those politicians are ruthless there, and they don't give a damn because it's like black people that's being affected. You don't see any white people complaining about that. They don't even live in those areas.
Right.
So the municipal water that travels through Flint is the same municipal water that they've been complaining about all these years. Now they brought in truckloads of plastic water and all that, but you know, we use water for so many things that didn't last that long.
Right.
But there is an original man, a black man that created this wonderful machine that can take moisture out of air. I think it's the Zenith process that takes moisture out of the air and makes pure water.
What?
Yeah. But when it comes to politics, they'll make sure that they make rules that they have to keep. The same thing with this pandemic stuff. They will get one thing about America. They will monetize anything.
Anything.
Wow. Well, how can we get in contact with you? How could, you know, like,
how can our viewers stay in contact, or are there books or videos or things that are available to them by you?
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, they can go to my Executive Life Diet channel. I'm going to be changing that because I just talked to my staff about that. We're going to change it, but we'll have follow-ups. But right now it's Executive Life Diet. That's the Executive Life Diet channel on YouTube. There's educational tapes there. And my book can be purchased on executivelifediet.com. So all of this, you'll in the literature, you'll see that Dr. Zarif, also the founder of the Rhythm Diet. So we're going to, make those few changes. So yeah, they can get in contact with me. My Instagram is _ExecutiveLifeDiet_. And of course, I'm on the other social networks too.
It's been great having you.
Yes.
I learned a lot from you. Seriously.
Oh, we did it fast. There's so much.
I know.
You guys had beautiful. You had the beautiful questions. I'll be more than happy to. Yeah, you had the questions that everybody's asking. I liked your questions because those are the questions that people really need to know versus,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I know one thing, man. After listening to you, I'm gonna be taking so many things off my pizza. It'll be more advantageous to eat the box.
That's right, man. That's right. Do yourself a favor. Save that life, man. People love you too. Don't get stuck on it.
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Zarif, thank you.
No, you're more than welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Yo, that was so informative.
Oh, yes, it was.
Wow. Vegan wine. I gotta get vegan wine now.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Now it's time for Keeping It Reality. Okay. So, y'all know, y'all watch The Single Life or anything like that? Y'all remember, what was her name? Jesus. Hold on.
Who you talking about, baby?
She's from New York. 90 Fiance. Stephanie.
Right.
Stephanie.
Right. The one that went to Australia and to have the
pink hair.
Right, to have the lesbian relationship because she's bisexual or whatever. And I don't understand. I don't understand how she came on 90 Day Fiance. The chick ain't never been a fiance. As far as I know.
She's a super freak, okay? And I think I'm in the wrong business because she already made $100K, okay? $100,000 for bottling up her own farts, okay? And selling them online.
Yep.
Yo, I'm in the wrong business.
It says I don't know what Saturday night this was, but at Larry Flint's Hustler Club in New York City, she gifted fart jars to the first 20 folks to walk through the door. And they were stupid enough to take them.
Yo, I should do that.
But
would y'all do that actually? I mean, and she also made $10K for appearing. So I don't know what she's on,
well, apparently it's the only gas that pays you. So
okay. So,
also, 90 Day Fiance. Ben and Mahogany.
She's not stupid. She is smart. Okay.
She said people are stupid.
Oh yeah, people are stupid, but she's not stupid. She's smart. She's selling. You fart any day. You know what I mean? Every day. So why not make some $100,000?
I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a real gasser. I mean that sincerely.
Okay, so Ben and Mahogany. Ooh, Lord.
That's nuts. You ain't lying, Kevin. That's nuts. Nuts will give you gas. You okay there?
Yes. But okay, so Ben and Mahogany, y'all seen 90 Days, but
okay, we're gonna get to the point on this one. All right. 90 Day Fiance star Ben Rathbun. This is the guy who went to Peru?
Peru.
To chase down a 22-year-old.
She thought she was 24, but she lied. And she's 22.
Anyway, there's a whole lot of nonsense going on with that. But this guy, he was arrested for DUI and a suspended license. But that's back in 2020. But he was sentenced in January of 2021 to 18 months probation.
Okay.
So apparently they didn't. I don't suppose they knew this on 90 Day Fiance, but yeah, he was arrested for
But February 7th of 22,
Right.
he was supposed to show up, and he
Right.
didn't appear.
Right.
And
the
that's
judge
when the
issued
judge,
a bench warrant.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
Indeed, okay.
For
And
DUI.
so anyway, but reportedly, Ben and Mahogany are still together.
I don't know why.
You know,
Okay.
did I tell you that they were amongst the least liked of
Oh yeah, you did. They did like
they did a
least
survey
favorite.
of least favorite people in the 90 Day Fiance what is it
before the 90 days, yeah,
universe.
So
and,
speaking of before the 90 days, Mike was the least favorite. Mike and Ximena. So he was, voted the least favorite because
right, and she wasn't too far behind him because they said that they were pissed off that she wasn't digging the guy anyway, but she never made any pretense about really liking him. She just, he's like a puppy dog, man. He keeps coming and
well, he's never been in a real relationship. That's why he went to Colombia.
That's scary. What is he? How old is he?
I don't know.
Like
in his 30s, but yeah, he's never been in a real relationship.
In his 30s, not early 30s. But check this out. All right. So it was found out that Ximena has a new beau. All right, the season of 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, this is the guy.
Oh,
this is the guy, right? With
that looks more of her type.
With her, and you know what? That's exactly what they said. They said that the guy looked more of her type. Joey, flash that picture of Mike and Ximena again. No, there you go.
Yeah.
I tell you, he looks. I'm sorry, but he looks like Alice the Goon, from Popeye. I love Popeye. I love Popeye. But he's just a weird dude, man. But I feel bad for him, man, because he's put his heart out there and he's trying, and he's trying to correct everything that he thinks Ximena thinks is wrong with him. But the bottom line is we in the known 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, we know that it just ain't happening.
But he was paying her bills, right?
Yeah,
and everything.
Cat was sending money,
and
man.
Then when she went to get her boobs done, like he didn't want to pay for it. He wanted to marry her, and then she was
and then she has 2 children by 2 different guys, which is no problem, except for the fact
she can't have no kids.
Except for the fact that one of them is in prison,
right,
and the other one is a hitman and threatened to kill her and anybody she's with. So it's like oh my God is right. Janice say you look like a troll, right, Kevin? There you go. But listen, hopefully the guy will get out of there. He'll get out of where are they at? Colombia,
yeah.
Yeah. Get out of there.
Well, clearly, because she's with the next man.
Get out of there before the cartel, realizes that you're down there.
And then he's a New Yorker. Yo, man, you gotta do better than that, man. You're from New York.
But he upstate New York. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? You gotta qualify that, all right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, he ain't from the 5 boroughs. But anyway, I think that's it.
Yeah, I went to
did
give
we
him
cover
an update.
everything? Did you want to talk about Gino and Jasmine? What the heck?
Gino finally got his balls. Gino, he finally stood up to Jasmine because she was
first of all, the guy would never take off his hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew there was something weird about him, and he laughed like this.
And he said, "Fuck it." I'm not putting up with this.
Where we are right now, we don't have the jar, but I will remember this. I will remember this. Okay.
Yeah, he really found some balls because she was Like every little thing that he did, like it was like not good enough. She
What's
went
my
through his
man,
phone.
Robert on they have the 90 Days Fiance pillow talk where different people who were on 90 Day Fiance sit and watch the episodes together and critique the episodes. And I told her, I said I had to watch this week's pillow talk because I had to hear my man Robert, who was married to Annie, the Dominican chick. I had to hear him go, "Yo, Gino, man, I'm glad you finally got some cojones, man." And that's exactly what he said when we watched it. So Gino, don't let her push you around. You understand? She can be demanding. Gino's a screw up, but.
So the last thing I want to update you guys, because we will not be on next week, but we will have a rerun show. So if you're new here and you never followed us, we will have a rerun show because I'm going to be in the hospital getting a biopsy overnight. So wish me luck. I hope it's benign.
Pray. Because you guys, we cannot emphasize enough how your prayers
have been working,
and in the past year have helped my wife tremendously. Okay, so keep praying for her, please.
Yes.
And like she said, next week biopsy, but we're claiming victory over that right now. That they won't find anything, including a brain. But I'm just kidding. They'll find a brain. They just won't find anything wrong with it. Mwah.
Exactly.
Right, baby?
Yes.
Mwah.
And it's going to be our anniversary that day.
That's right.
Oh my God.
That's right. March 29th is our anniversary.
Yes.
She'll be in the hospital. I'm going to see if I can stay overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love you too. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Bye.
Heard you scaring me, way too much about what? Okay. All right, Kevin. We'll chat about that later. Listen. If you like what you saw here, tell everybody, tell all your friends, put it on your social media, blast everything, okay? If you didn't like what you saw here, don't say nothing. Let them come here and get stuck the way you did, all right? We'll work that out. And just remember, when it comes to blessing, follow the example of my little man here and bless yourself.
I now baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
I never get enough of that kid, man. Do it yourself baptism, all right? Y'all be blessed. We love you.
Absolutely.